Hi guys, this is Miss Sugandha with Dee Da. Today we are coming to you with a beautiful spring craft, and it's this cute little bird wreath that you can either hang by your front door or you can put on a mantle or hang anywhere in your room. And as you can see, it's really bright and colorful and cheery, and it's perfect for spring or any time of the year. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to get started on your supplies, and what we're going to do is walk you through a step-by-step process on how to make these paper flowers. Now just keep in mind that the paper flowers can also be used anytime that you want. So once you've got the tutorial down and know how to make your flowers, you can make them for your mom perhaps. Mother's Day is coming up, or you can make them for a friend, you can make them for a teacher. But once you know how to make paper flowers, you can pretty much do anything you like with them for decoration. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce to you all the supplies that are going to come in your kit. This is a hoop, and it's made out of, I believe it's bamboo, but I could be wrong, but it's some sort of a wooden hoop. And we use these a lot at Dee Da also for our dream catchers. So perhaps if you've come to the studio before, you might have seen us use this for a dream catcher project. But this is your hoop. You're also going to get a lot of string. This is just a little bit of string over here, but you're going to get a lot of string or yarn, and that is going to be used to wrap around your hoop. You're going to get your cute little birdie. Now just a word of caution, this is ceramic, so if it does fall, it will break, so just be careful with it. For some reason, if you do happen to break your birdie, my suggestion is that you gather up your pieces if they're not all broken, and you can simply trace it on a piece of white paper. So you can trace the outline, and you can always cut it down, and instead of being ceramic, it's going to be paper, but you will still have your bird. You're also going to get 2 leaves. These are made out of a little foam. And on the back of it, you'll see that there's already some adhesive over here. This is a peel and stick, so you're just simply going to peel it right here, and this is going to help your leaves stay put on your wooden hoop. You're going to get a few different paints, so dark blue, this little soft blue, and white. For our purposes over here, we've kind of done a very, very soft blue. We started off with a light blue and a dark blue and kind of just painted right across. And then we also used our Q-tip, that's what you're going to get in your kit, and we created little polka dots. If you wanted softer blue in color, you can always add some white paint. And then you are going to get about 6 different colors of tissue paper. Now these are already pre-cut. For our purposes, since I'm only going to do 1 flower for you, I've got 2 sheets, but we've given you 6 in your kit, so you can always make more flowers if you'd like. If you want to, or if you don't like the colors that are there, you can always use any tissue paper that you have at home. A lot of times your mom will save these from gift bags and recycle, so you might want to ask her if you've got any more tissue paper at home. And then you're also going to get some pipe cleaners, and those are going to help keep our paper flowers together. And we're also going to tie them around our hoop over here, so that's how our paper flowers will stay together in place. All right, so that's about it. We're going to get started on doing a little tutorial on how to get started with your yarn, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I'm just going to show you how to get started, and then from there on you can go on and complete your hoop, and then I will do a full demonstration on how to do the paper flowers. All right? All right guys, so I'm going to start by showing you how to wrap the yarn around your hoop. So you're going to start with one of your loose ends, and you're going to use your thumb as a guide. Now, I have been doing this for a while, so I know that I don't need assistance with some tape, but if you're feeling a little bit unsure, you can always put a little bit of Scotch tape right at the start, and this will help hold your yarn in place. But we're essentially going to put a little bit of firm pressure over here, and then we're going to just start wrapping. And this process does take a little while, so don't be frustrated. The key thing over here is to kind of keep it coming at an angle. It makes it easier to wrap, and you also want to keep it really firm. So make sure when you are pulling your yarn, you are using your finger as a guide. And please don't be frustrated with this process. It does take a little bit of time, but your hoop is going to be beautiful. So we're going to essentially go all the way around, and as you can see, I've done a little bit to get you started and showing you how we're wrapping our yarn. And now if you see, if you had some tape, it would make it easier for you to just have this knot come loose, okay? So it's probably best for you to use a little bit of tape and then keep wrapping your yarn around. Now, one of the things that you can also do is if, for instance, you've wrapped your yarn around and you start seeing that there's holes coming, you can just gently push all together and your yarn will kind of come together and be smooth on your hoop, okay? So I'm just gonna go a few more times around to show you, and then we're going to move to our next step, because for the purposes of our video, this would take a very long time to show you. But like I said, please don't get impatient. It does take a while, but it is well worth the wait. All right, so here you can see your hoop is starting to get all wrapped up with your yarn, and that's really pretty. All right, so the next step I am going to show you is how to make tissue paper flowers. And like I told you before, once you get this technique down, it is really fun to make flowers for other occasions. You can make a bunch of different flowers. You can save them for Valentine's Day. You can give them to your mommy for Mother's Day or just cause. You can make them for a friend or a teacher gift, whatever you'd like. So your kit is going to come with 6 different colors. We've just given you a few different papers in case you mess one up or you need to change a color that you don't like. So we're going to start with 2 sheets of paper, and for my purposes today, we are making a blue flower. And if you know how to do a fan fold, this is essentially what we're going to do. So we're going to lay one paper down, and then we're going to come over and we're going to lay our second paper down. Now your paper has already been pre-cut for you, but if you use a full sheet, this is a quarter. So this has been cut in 4s, and this is 1/4, okay? So now you're going to flip your paper. You've got both sides kind of down. It doesn't matter if they're not equally lined up, but we're going to start folding. Now this is called a fan fold. You're going to fold this way, and you're going to use your hands to crease the paper, and then you're going to flip it, and you're going to do it the other way. And you're going to use your hands again to smooth it out, and then you're going to flip it, and so on. And I'm going to go slow so you can follow along with me. So fold it and flip it. And you'll start to see that your paper is kind of doing what they call an accordion fold or a fan fold, okay? So you're going to come again, you're going to fold it, and you're going to flip it. Fold it and flip it. All right, so once you get a hang of it, this goes by pretty fast. The first time it might be a little bit hard, but we're just going to keep folding and flipping and folding and flipping. And then don't worry if your last fold doesn't quite match up, because that is just okay. So then we're gonna come in and we're gonna fold it right here. Now look what we did. So we have essentially created an accordion fold. And you should have your paper kind of looking like this. You see that? Isn't that kind of cute? You could also use it as a fan. But for us, we're going to fold it in the middle. And then you've got 2 pipe cleaners that come in your kit. This pipe cleaner is going to be used to tie your flower in the center. So you're gonna take your pipe cleaner, you're gonna put it on top, kind of in the center. You're gonna hold it with your thumb and you're gonna come around and you're going to just pinch it a little bit and then you're gonna twist, 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 twist. Yep. And now you can come on top and you can join your, so you see that? Now, the other thing that I forgot to tell you is that you're going to need a pair of scissors, but I'm sure you have a pair of scissors at home. So go grab a pair of scissors, and what we're gonna do next is we are going to cut our flower into a little bit of a shape. So all we're gonna do is, because we don't really like the straight edge over here, so we're gonna kind of make it a little bit of a U or a backwards U. And so I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna kind of give it a little bit of a shape. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Okay, so you see that? And I've cut off, this is the excess, so you can put it away. And now we are ready to open up our flower. So you've kind of got this little deal going on over here. And you're gonna come in and you are going to separate your leaves a little, or your petals rather. And we're gonna do it on the other side. And we're going to separate. Now, we've given you 6 sheets of tissue paper, so if you wanted to, you could also use you could use 3. Since we're only making 2 flowers, you could use 3 colors. But I'm gonna kind of scrunch it up. You see that? And then you can kind of pinch it and shape it just so. And then if you wanted to kind of add a little bit more design to your flower, you can take your scissors and you can just kind of snip, snip, snip a little bit. So now what I'm doing is, I'm not cutting all my tissue paper out, I'm just kind of cutting long strips inside so it adds a little texture. You don't have to do this. If you're afraid that you're going to tear your whole tissue paper flower apart, I dropped it a little bit, that's okay. But here you go. Here you got your flower right here. Isn't that pretty? All right, guys, I hope you had fun with this cute little DIY from Dee Da. And I just wanted to tell you that all of our kits that we've sold all through this quarantine process are going to be available online. If you ever want to come in and pick up a little kit for a friend for a birthday party, we'd love if you would support our small business. And you can also have this just for yourself. There's lots and lots of kits available, and we've put all of our stuff online. We've got lots of YouTube tutorials, so I hope you have fun and see you next time. Bye.